Alrighty, what's going on, you guys? I'm making this video for my YouTube. For anyone that wants to learn how I trade, what I look for, and how I execute every single day to do my very best to come out on top in the stock market. This strategy has allowed me to capitalize, to be profitable, to be able to take care of my family. I'm 24 years old. I'm married. I have 3 kids, and I don't work a job. My wife don't work a job, and I'm able to do something that I'm very passionate about. And if I have the opportunity to share with you guys what I do, I'm gonna do that, man. So with that being said, I'm gonna get right into it. No edits. I want this to be as raw as possible so that you guys can hear every thought and every idea, and what it is that I was looking for to execute this trade. So we're not going to be looking at this here. We're going to be looking at this candle here. This trade that I took here, I was able to capitalize over 627%, trading puts, 670 puts on SPY, and this allowed me to have a very good week. I think this trade took place Thursday, and then it was an absolute banger setup. And so I want to show you guys what I do and why I have all these lines. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and erase it. If we go to the higher time frame, you guys see just like levels of support and other ranges and stuff like that. So I'm gonna remove that. I want it to be as clear as possible here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just replay it here, so you guys could see what it is that I was looking for in this market here. And then I'm just gonna forward it here. Okay, what we seen here was something very okay. I'm still trying to get used to using the this replay thing here because I want you guys to see everything. But notice how the 4-hour candle opens up here really quickly for me. Boom, 4-hour opened up, bang. This is the 4-hour candle, and then now we got the full form, the full body of the 4-hour candle. I just want to show you guys how I was able to catch this, and I want you guys to notice that the candle opened up really quickly. Let me show you guys one more time how the candle opened up here. Candle opened up there at 672.92, and put in this wick here at 675.60. Okay, so if we were to go here to our 15-minute time frame, go here into our 15-minute time frame here, sorry, we would have noticed this candle get created here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove all this here. You guys would have noticed that this 15-minute candle was created, and we use this, and this system is called the 15-minute orb. The 15-minute orb is a strategy that allows us to catch the breakout of the upside or the downside of a move. It's the breakout of the range. And so the first 15-minute candles give us the range and the levels that we're looking for the breakout out of that range. Okay, and so another thing about that 15-minute orb is that you want to also mark the high and the low wick, not just the body of the candle but the wicks also. And so that is what we're waiting for. Not only are we waiting for the first 15 minutes to close, we're waiting for the next 15-minute candle to give us a candle closure outside of the high or low of the range. Okay, to help confirm the next play of the move. So I'm gonna show you guys the next candle. There it goes. The next candle gives us the breakout. Okay, this is nice. This is what took place after Nvidia earnings. Nvidia earnings sent the market ripping overnight, and so we see that in the morning, SPY, QQQ, Tesla, everything was just going absolutely crazy in the morning due to Nvidia earnings. And so the first thing that we noticed was everything green. Okay, and so we had this excuse me, we had this beautiful breakout of the range. And so in my mind, I'm already preparing. Okay, we are preparing to go long. The reason why we were a little hesitant was because if we look at this next candle, notice how we came back into the orb. Anytime, right, we have the breakout of a candle, and I want to be as transparent as possible. I keep my strategy as simple as possible. This was an A+ setup to go long, and we did, right? It doesn't show it on the replay, but this first candle opened up, create a small wick, and that's how we were able to use that small wick as support to push us above 675.43. So once we seen that small wick put in and it flipped green or bullish, we took an entry to target the next potential levels, which were 678 to 677 to 680, which were our next levels to take profit. My stop loss is the wick that candle created before pushing to the upside. And so before this dump back into mid orb, there was a small wick, and I put my stop under it. This was how I'm able to manage risk properly, because I'm not taking a trade here and then my stop loss be all the way down here. I'm taking a trade here on the flip of the candle and my stop right underneath that wick. And so my stop loss was maybe $200, a $200 loss for a potential win of $600 to $1,000 if the trade went in my direction. Okay, but in this case, my first trade didn't, and so I was hands off, and I waited for clear confirmation to see what the market did. Now look at here, market is back above orb. Now I'm like, man, this could be a good setup to go long, but I'm not gonna take it on the next candle. I'm not taking this candle to go long or the next one. The reason why I'm not taking the next candle to go long is because of one specific thing. I want to wait now for a clear breakout. If I could see a clear breakout, meaning that boom, we have the candle closure back above the orb. This is a good sign that we still want to go long. But the next candle needs to be a breakout candle, and the candle after that will be where I want to look for an entry to go long again. Okay, so we create this candle, and look how this candle closes. This already told me that sellers were stepping in because buyers were getting weak and were struggling to push this market above 675.38, which was the high of this candle. Even though we broke to 61 on this candle, it just failed to hold there, and we closed underneath this candle high. This is very important to pay attention to. Okay, and so even if I were to go long, I would have waited for the candle to give me a clear indication that we wanted to push higher. I needed to see volume pick up, momentum, strength behind the next candle. We didn't get that, so I'm not in the trade. Even if my trade would have been a smaller win, that's okay. We're not looking to get rich overnight. We're looking to compound our gain. We're looking to increase and take high quality setups so that we can live to trade another day. That simple. Look what happens with the next candle. Candle comes, creates this wick here, still failed to break above this candle's wick at 675.43. Couldn't even come and retest 675.56. We came and put that wick in, and this candle straight dump. If we were to go to the 1 minute time frame, you would see this thing was just melting off. I'm just staying on the 15 minute to show you guys because I don't want this video to be too long, but something that you guys can go back and look at and be able to study. And so now I'm paying attention to what's happening here. Boom, we are back mid orb. A matter of fact, we broke these levels of support here before these levels of support when it looked like it wanted to come and test the bottom of orb. Even though we failed to do so, we are now breaking that level there at 672.77. And so now we could see that there will be a clear breakout of the bottom of the orb. But why am I not getting in even if we break 672.45, which is the bottom of the orb? Let me tell you why. Let's go down here. We're gonna switch over to the 5 minute time frame now. The reason why, and even if you were to look at the 1 minute, we see it even multiple times there. The 1 minute will be here, 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 so many times. We see that every time we came to the bottom of orb, we came to it, boom, we bounced off. We came to it, we bounced. We came to it, and we could bounce here. And so what I need to wait for is a clear confirmation that we are going to sell off. Boom. Now I'm waiting here in the 1 minute. Look at this here. We see that we have the cross of the 10 and 20 EMA. Boom, boom, boom. We have this beautiful gap that just looks like it needs to get filled. Maybe today, maybe not today. We just don't know because we want to see what the market is giving us. Okay? And so now we're waiting. We got the break of 672.77. And watch what happens next. Next candle comes. We get the breakout of 672.35. And so once we see that 35 has now given us that beautiful breakout setup, now I'm looking for something very simple. I'm waiting for a candle to come, give me a small wick, and continue its push down. Look at what happens here on the 1 minute. And this is where I take my entry. We create our wick and we sell off. I'm already in on this candle. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my short position here, and boom, I'm in this trade. Why don't I put my stop loss above that wick that this 1 minute candle just created? Because let's be honest, this wick doesn't give me good risk management. We just broke bottom of orb. We have this beautiful breakout. It looks like there's some strong momentum. We see that sellers are picking up here. Volume is picking up here. Bears are ready to take control. This looks good. But I noticed that we have this 1 minute lower high here. Looks really good. Bounced right off the 10 and 20 EMA, and it gives me space to hold my trade. Boom. That's where I'm in. Now I have some space in this trade. Now, what made me hold my trade all the way down here? What made me catch this trade actually to 661.80? So we took profit, 661.80, so right here. We took profit. What made me hold my trade like this? Boom. Now we have the breakout shown to us by the 15-minute orb. But notice the beauty of this. Let's go to the 4 hour really quick because I want you guys to see this move here. The 4 hour gives us something very, very beautiful. And it gives us a bigger picture. Every 4 hour candle opens and it gives us the creation of a wick. And so market might start by ripping to the upside. But maybe that's just because it's wanting to put in a wick. Maybe the market opens up pushing to the downside, just so that it can put in a wick to continue higher. And so in this case, market opened up here at the 4 hour. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Look at market. No candle here. The next candle we open up. Look at where it opens up at. Boom. Okay. So that's it. Didn't do that in one little second, but it did that right in a 4 hour time span. But market opened up all the way here at 672.90, 672.98. And so the first thing that it did at the open was push higher, not putting in a bottom wick, nothing of the sort, and it just pushed higher. And so that's how we seen the breakout of the 15-minute orb to the upside. And so once we seen that the 15-minute failed, the hourly failed to hold above those levels, to close above those levels, this was a strong indication of what the market was most likely to do for the rest of the day. I feel like I am dropping a gem. Listen to me. This is an absolute gem. Pay attention to the 4 hour. Oh, why is the orb not breaking out? Maybe it's because if you were to have paid attention to the 4 hour, you would have noticed the 4 hour never put in a wick, and we just seen it rip from the jump. And so this could be a strong indication that maybe we should wait until wick is put in on the 4 hour, and so that we can catch the real move, not the 1 second move, but the move that's most likely gonna run the rest of the day, regardless of any pullbacks, regardless of what it might do. This thing is most likely to move this direction. I'm guaranteed to capitalize this way. Okay, this is heavy stuff. This is heavy stuff. Oh my goodness, this is like free. This is free money right here. And so, boom, candle comes, gives us this wick here at 675.58 and reverses. Once I noticed that the 4 hour candle put in that wick and flips bearish, I found my entry already on the lower time frames. The 4 hour was just confirmation. It's extra confirmation to hold my trade. And so now I'm watching the 4 hour candle dump and fill in that whole gap, and even break that level of support. Because if we notice here, lots of support underneath this level. So we were gonna come and test these levels or even break it. Okay. And so if we look at the next candle, 4 hour closes, and we came and tapped and retested these levels, even breaking them at 652.51. And this is how we were able to capitalize. So we didn't take the trade all the way down to the 650s. We got out at 661.80. But if we were to have held our trade the whole day, we would have been up over 2,000%. This would have been a massive, an even more massive day than it was already. But we caught a banger trade. So pay attention to the 4 hour candle. Pay attention to what it's doing. Is it putting in a wick? Look at these here. Boom, candle opened here, came and put in this wick. People were probably going long because this move that probably took place in 1 hour was, oh, this is bullish. We're already, creating these highs, boom, boom. But then boom, everyone's getting whooped now because the 4 hour was just putting in a wick and then sold off the rest of the day. And then we see the same thing. Look at the same thing here. Took place right here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Same thing here. Boom, boom. Market dumped. Look at dumped. This thing probably opened up all the way down here, right? Continue to push, right? And then once it put in the wick, came, rejected that level, and pushed all the way up higher. This would have been a buy day. This would have been, and that's how you would have did it. This is gold, man. This is absolute gold. This is how we were able to take our trade. We were able to trim our positions as the trade was just melting, and we were able to capitalize so heavily this day. So this is the strategy. This is how I look at the orb. This is how I use the 4-hour candles. How I use structure, price action. This is how I use it, and it has helped me to manage my risk, to find the best possible sniper entry, and to hold my trades longer periods of time. So with that being said, hope you are all able to learn from this. If you have any questions, let me know. If you guys want access to my free trading community, which is completely free, go ahead, send me a DM, or go to the video that I post on my Instagram. Basically breaking down the same strategy, just edited and as more quick, possibly, and probably saying different things. But and comment the word trade on that video, and I can send you over the link and invite you into the premium, which is completely free. It just gives you access to the live trading and everything, that all my call outs. And I'm not a financial advisor. You take everything at your own risk. It's a community that we used to build, to grow. I'm not a teacher. I'm just here to have a community and people that are like-minded, so that we can come together and take smart trades, be smart traders, and break those bad habits. And so I want to see you all win. I want to see fathers win. I want to see people break the spirit of poverty, man. And I pray that God just begins to have his way in all your guys' life, and that you guys would be blessings through this skill set. Amen. And so you guys have an awesome day, an amazing time with your family, your kids, your married, your wives, your husbands, and just be blessed. You guys be blessed. And your holidays are coming up, and enjoy life. Amen. So with that being said, God bless you guys, and let's continue to work. Peace.